case of Mount Vesuvius versus Pompeii City is now in session.
We will now have the defendant plead its case. Now we will have the prosecutor presenting their case.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I sure do. Listen here, people. This here volcano not only took lives, it took our peace of mind. Okay? 16,000 innocent lives. Children, adults, women, men, goats, and plenty of other livestock we lost. We're still recovering a couple $2 billion in damage. I don't think we can ever get over it. And just can't put a price on. I'm sorry. Give me a second. You can't put a price on the damage done to our citizens. You just can't. And I just can't see this town ever being the same. If that man right there, sitting in the stand before us, isn't put away for a long, long time, okay? We will also have with us a volcano expert named Dr. Redner, who will help to determine if the volcano is liable or not.
Good morning, my name is Arthur Redner. I'm traveling from the Ohio State University. Go Buckeyes. I know they're going to win that championship this year. I'm a volcano expert, and I will be mediating this debate on whether or not this volcano, Mount Vesuvius, is guilty or not.
We will now call to the stand a local boy in Pompeii, Blake Wilson.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
It's like, on the day of the incident, the volcano, I was surfing with my buddies, and the waves were pretty sick in that day. And next thing I know, there's a big commotion going on, and I saw this lava, this hot lava flying down the mountain, like it was surfing, I swear to you. And so, next thing I know, there's clouds of dust coming over the city, and before I could even do anything, everybody was dead. That's all I heard about. Dr. Renner, can we please have you up here on the stand to explain Blake Wilson's testimony?
So basically what Blake is describing in his testimony is this. He said the waves were really good that day, and there's one reason for that, and that's because there's a lot of earthquakes that go on before a volcano erupts. There could be 100 a day, could be 10 a day, but usually the earthquakes pick up before the volcano erupts. Also, he said that when he was on the water watching the city, he said that a giant cloud rushed over the city, and what that is pyroclastic flow. And what pyroclastic flow is basically a big cloud of dust, ash, and heat. So basically this cloud can be up to 2,000 degrees, and it'll basically just burn anything in its path. So it's not a good idea to be in the way of this cloud.
Next, we'll hear from two hunters who happen to be hunting on the side of the mountain, and luckily were able to escape alive.
You guys swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah, sure.
My mama told me not to touch Bible.
Do it anyways.
No, I can't do it anyways. She said not to touch it.
Do it.
That's God's holy book. I ain't going to touch
We can't
it.
tell our story then.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, on the day of the eruption, we had been hunting quail on the east side of the mountain.
West side. West side.
West side, whatever, it don't matter. They don't care about that.
Everyone
So,
cares about it. It's
Shut up.
So anyways, we were hunting quail when all of a sudden we heard the eruption. We were real close.
We didn't hear it, we felt it. We felt it in our feet, and it came up to our eardrums. That's what he meant to say.
We heard it, and we also felt it.
We felt
and
it.
it exploded loud.
And
I
it was
swear,
loud.
it shook us. We fell back. So
We
knew
fell back,
exactly what
we
was
fell
happening.
back, and we didn't know what was happening.
Can I tell my part? You keep interrupting, alright? So we fell back, and I started stumbling down the mountain. I knew we had to get out of there right
Now,
away.
he was stumbling for a different reason, not
Alright,
because
listen,
the ground was shaking.
we wasn't
or
doing
nothing.
anything illegal that day.
You
I'll
done-
tell you
yeah,
that
okay,
right now.
okay.
We got on our quads, and we got out of there as soon as possible. We were swerving through the trees like, Lord, we wanted to get out of there.
Now, he's not telling the whole
Oh,
story.
man,
Before
come on.
we was driving down the mountain, we got separated at one point. Now, when we was driving down the mountain, you went to the west side, I went to the northeast side. Now, what I seen when we was coming down the mountain was something I've never seen before in my life.
There was
now,
mud.
There's
I saws it too. I saws it too.
He ain't
I
seen
saw
nothing.
I saws it. I told you I saws it.
Now this mud was like water, and it was hot. It was like a boiling mud. Now I can't describe I've ever seen anything like this in my life. Now this here mud got on my hand and it burned. This mud was
I'll
something
tell you, I
else.
saw something like it. I spilled some boiling hot water on the farm one time. It looked exactly like
Well,
that.
that boiling
Like I
hot
said,
water ain't gonna do nothing to no farm.
I'm saying, but it was the same coming down the mountain. I ain't never seen it moving before.
It was moving. It was moving
fast.
like a river,
Oh boy.
like a rapid
oh
river,
boy.
and it was just coming down, and we got out of the way, and we
We
drove
made
our
it all the
quad.
way to the sea. We survived. Of course, we're here right now.
We're here
I'll
right
tell you
now.
that. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Dr. Redner, we'd like to have you up to the stand to explain Benny and Mike's account of the story.
So Benny and Mike, their description of what happened that day is pretty good. I mean, they said they felt the ground shaking, which again is earthquakes. Earthquakes always happen before the volcano erupts. Now, what they said is they saw mud that was kind of like a river almost. Now, what that is a lahar. Now, what a lahar is when a volcano erupts, the ground gets really hot around the volcano, and when the lava erupts, it makes the ground really hot, which makes the mud flow like a river almost. Now, this mud flow can be just as devastating to a city or a town, just as lava or an earthquake can be. It'll destroy it.
Next to the stand, we call Pliny the Younger, who witnessed the volcano erupt.
Hello everyone, my name is Pliny the Younger, and today I will give you my eyewitness account on the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. So what happened that day is that I was in my boat in the bay, across the bay from Mount Vesuvius and the city of Pompeii, and I was just doing some fishing. Me and my uncle, I had my own boat, my uncle had his own boat alongside of me. So we were just doing some fishing. The fishing was good. You know, we caught, in excess of 500 pounds of fish, and we loaded it on board. And at one point, we just both looked up, and we saw this big column of smoke coming up from this mountain, Mount Vesuvius. And I didn't know what it was, my uncle didn't know what it was, and no one else knew what it was. I've never experienced anything like that from a mountain of that sort before in my life. And the waves didn't change at all. There was no change in the waves whatsoever. But my uncle told me, he pulled alongside and he said, I'm going to go in and I'm going to try and help anyone who needs help in Pompeii, because he knew there was a big city there. So he went in, and he never came out. My uncle passed away that day trying to help people escape from what we know now as the eruption of Mount Vesuvius.
Once again, we'd like to have Dr. Redner to come up and explain Pliny the Younger's account of the story.
In Pliny's case, he described a column of smoke coming up from Mount Vesuvius. What that is basically just a column of ash when the volcano erupted that would go into the sky, affect the atmosphere, and rain down ash on the city of Pompeii and the surrounding area.
Now we'd like to call the Earth as a witness to the defendant. Now we will have the closing statements from the prosecutor and the defendant.
into dormancy for a long, long time so that the peace of mind of our citizens can be restored. That's the only way. After much deliberation, the jury has found the defendant guilty and will be sentenced to 25 years of dormancy. Guilty. Court adjourned.
But if you close your eyes